when it comes to marketing, honestly, I don't think independence in its absolute sense can really exist, because that sort of, in my mind, defies the role of the function. To me, the discipline mandates a balance of both independence and interdependence. So while independence largely boils down to, autonomy, and that means you have the freedom to experiment, you have the freedom to not play by a rigid rule book, you have the freedom to not be limited by fear and to, sort of let creativity thrive. And that autonomy sort of provides you the latitude to shape consumer strategies, to make quick decisions. Having said that, the truth is that marketing operates within the broader context of market realities, be it challenges or opportunities. And as a discipline that is about delivering value and that is about delivering growth, in today's world, that cannot happen without co-creation, without collaboration, and without winning partnerships that in today's world sort of sit at the heart of marketing. Otherwise it runs the risk of being self-indulgent or even tone deaf. Another truth of marketing in today's world is the fact that it is a hugely dynamic field. So whether you talk about media, whether you talk about consumer consumption patterns, whether you talk about purchase journeys, whether you talk about tech, whether you talk about data, I think, marketing is in that sense on a big, rapid track of evolution, and a rather hectic pace of change. And I think, for marketing teams to keep pace, interdependence is therefore sort of required. Independence is required because that independence helps us maintain that differentiation. And that differentiation is one of the biggest consumer motivators. But at the same time, when we talk about developing that segment further and building appreciation for what Platinum can truly bring to that table, that mandates collaboration, that mandates interdependence, because, knowing the sort of consumption culture that purchase of precious jewelry within our country operates in, knowing the trade environment in which it operates, doing that without interdependence and without collaboration and co-creation would not do justice to the task of market development. At the base of this, and as a very crucial and critical ingredient, it is all about consumer understanding, knowing your consumer, keeping your consumer at the center of it is what allows for an infusion of independence. Because once you're secure and you're armed with your consumer understanding and, the relevant pulse of the consumer, it allows for a lot of independence. It's, it's almost like your own little superpower, and it will always get you a seat at the table. We believe that, fail fast and fail forward. And that sort of takes out the sense of, paralysis that teams otherwise experience while taking a risk or while trying to innovate or while trying to experiment. Another crucial aspect is also making sure that teams understand, the larger vision of the category, of the brand, of the organization, because that can always be your true north. Independence in marketing definitely allows for a fair amount of speed and agility. So one is able to sort of formulate a rapid response to whatever the changing market scenario or market situation is. It allows, it allows a function to sort of focus on skills and knowledge that is, and competencies that are relevant to the task at hand. It also brings in greater accountability because, you have a set of carefully formulated KPIs which allow you to monitor progress and also monitor success. It could lead to isolation. Isolation in the sense, isolation from insights that are available through collaboration. And very often those insights allow a more holistic decision making. So that is one very real watch out. The other thing is also, it could possibly create this culture of operating in silos. So each team is operating on their own, and that sort of robs the organization or the brand of the business of a more holistic sense of insights that they could otherwise leverage, and that could otherwise shape a more cohesive strategy and a more cohesive understanding of the task at hand. It's a missed synergy opportunity, actually, because when you look, inside out, there could be something that a marketing team creates or develops or brings to the table that can actually be used for a larger impact, and that could get lost because you're operating with such a narrow frame. The threat really comes from tunnel vision, wherein a team could focus way too much on its own objective and therefore, miss the bigger, larger picture in that sense. I think all in all, if you were to say, a balanced approach ensures that while staying agile, while being able to innovate, and be consumer centric, which is of course required in a competitive market, this balance ensures that while you're doing all of this, teams never lose sight of the big picture and never lose sight of, of a more cohesive tackling of a task or a problem at hand.